tell us we're getting closer. They give us an image of the world, how corrupt it will be, how immoral it would be before the reappearance of the Imam. We have, by the way, many hadith about these signs. I'll share with you some of them. So in some of the words of the Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them, the Imam ﷺ says, إِذَا أَمَاتَ النَّاسُ الصَّلَاةِ When people abandon salah, such that it's abandoned and it's dead. We see this happening today in many, many Muslim capitals. Today, in some Muslim capitals, the majority of people are not praying regularly anymore. You can probably predict that the next generation, the next 2-3 generations, prayer will be pretty much abandoned. And remember, don't ever be fooled by images of people praying in mosques in the thousands. Sometimes you could have a Muslim nation of 200 million people, 100 million people. Okay, if 1,000 people go to a mosque, what's the percentage? Or if 100,000 people are praying there, what's the percentage? Keep the overall percentage in mind. We see that society is heading towards that point where salah is being abandoned. وَأَضَاعُوا الْأَمَانَةِ People are not trustworthy anymore. وَاسْتَحَلُّوا الْكَذِبِ Lying, falsifying facts will be something very normal. And in fact, people will consider halal, yeah, it's fine, no problem. وَأَكَلُوا الرِّبَى The world will be based on an interest system, usury. Today the banking system, the financial system, Wall Street, right, is based on what? It's based on interest. وَأَخَذُوا الرُّشَى They take briberies. Bribery comes in many forms. One form, I believe, is campaign contributions. In one of the recent elections here in the US, over $6 billion were spent for campaign contributions. Now that's legal because it's a campaign contribution, but really that's a type of bribery. Because if I, as a company, as a political action committee, as an interest group, a lobby group, if I have millions, I can force those politicians to go my way, to approve what I want them to approve. When you have a donor who's donating $100 million to a candidate, you think he can say no to that donor? It's a type of bribery. We call it, campaign contributions. وَشَيَّدُ الْبُنْيَانِ You will see their cities erect with buildings. And that's what we see today. One feature of every city is a big downtown area, right? Now the Imam is describing these types of signs. وَقَطَعُوا الْأَرْحَامِ People will live in a society in which they have no family ties. Your grandparents, your uncles, your aunts, your cousins, even your parents sometimes. Who cares? Look at Western society. I once read a study that says the average American teenager talks to his or her grandparents 4 hours a year. A year. 4 hours a year. Compare that to 2,000 hours of TV every year. TV, 2,000 hours. Grandparents, 4 hours. That's qati'at rahim. Your parents in Islamic law, your grandparents in Islamic law have the same exact rights your parents have. But you see that society is abandoning that. وَاسْتَخَفُّوا بِالدِّمَاءِ They will take blood lightly. If millions of people die in some other part of the world, let it be Yemen, let it be someone else, who cares? وَحُلِّيَتِ الْمَصَاحِفِ You see that the Holy Quran will be beautifully decorated, sometimes with actual gold in it, or the, what do you call ma'at dhahab, where you have gold plating on it. And people will spend on the outside, but really, who's carrying the spirit of the Holy Quran? وَزُخْرُفَةِ الْمَسَاجِدِ The mosques will be lavishly decorated, elaborately. وَطُوِّلَتِ الْمَنَارَاتِ The minarets will get higher and higher and higher. وَأُكْرِمَ الْأَشْرَارِ People who are corrupt, they will be honored and given respect in society. وَشَارَكَ النِّسَاءُ أَزْوَاجَهُنَّ فِي التِّجَارَةِ حِرْصًا عَلَى الدُّنْيَا And women, wives, will join their husbands in working. They'll join the workforce out of greed for this world. And the implication here is not that, women cannot work, but that they will abandon their motherly responsibilities. The nannies and the babysitters will raise their kids, and the mom, she just wants more money. The Imam ﷺ is describing the state of the world at the time. وَاتُّخِذَتِ الْقِيَانُ وَالْمَعَازِفِ, singers, musical instruments, they will be the norm in society. وَتَشَبَّهَ الرِّجَالُ بِالنِّسَاءِ وَالنِّسَاءُ بِالرِّجَالِ, men will come out in the appearance of women, and women in the appearance of men, and homosexuality will be on the rise. وَتُفِقَّهَ لِغَيْرِ الدِّينِ, people will study knowledge, but not for religious matters, for political posts, for political interests. This will be the state of the world. By the way, we have many over here. You can refer them. I just gave you a glimpse of it. We have hundreds of such